Welcome to our in-depth analysis of Bitmine Immersion Technologies, Inc., also known as BMNR. In this video, we'll break down the recent performance of BMNR stock, highlight key technical indicators, and discuss what might be next for this highly volatile stock. Whether you're a seasoned investor or just curious about the latest market movers, this analysis will give you a clear picture of BMNR's current situation and potential future. Let's start by looking at the general overview and recent trends that have made BMNR a hot topic in the trading community. For the past 3 months, BMNR has been on a wild ride. The stock traded quietly in a narrow range around $4 to $5 in June. But then, in early July, it experienced a massive spike, shooting up to $135 in just a few days. Since then, BMNR has settled into a new trading range, fluctuating between $40 and $60. This kind of extreme volatility has caught the attention of traders and investors alike, making BMNR one of the most watched stocks in recent weeks. After the initial spike, BMNR's recent trend appears to be slightly upward. The stock closed at 55.09 on September 12th, showing signs of stabilization within its new range. This upward movement, while less dramatic than July's surge, suggests that the stock may be finding its footing. Investors are watching closely to see if this trend will continue or if another sharp move is on the horizon. BMNR's price movement has been nothing short of dramatic. The most notable action came in early July, when the stock leapt from $33.9 to $135 in just a few days. Alongside this price spike, trading volume soared, indicating strong interest and participation from both retail and institutional investors. More recently, volume has remained highly variable, with spikes during key trading sessions. This pattern suggests that BMNR continues to be a focal point for active traders. Looking at the technical side, BMNR's short-term moving averages, specifically the 5, 10, and 20-day averages, are all below the current price. This is a classic sign of a short-term upward trend. When a stock's price is above these averages, it often indicates that buyers are in control and momentum is on the upside. For traders, this is an encouraging signal that the recent gains could continue, at least in the near term. Not just the short-term outlook that looks positive. The longer-term moving averages, 50, 63, 75, 100, 125, and 150 days, are also below the current price. This alignment across multiple timeframes confirms a broader bullish trend. When both short and long-term averages support the same direction, it strengthens the case for continued upward movement and gives investors more confidence in the trend's sustainability. Closer look at the moving averages reveals that the exponential moving averages, EMAs, are generally lower than their corresponding simple moving averages, SMAs. This difference suggests that the stock's recent price action has been accelerating upward. EMAs give more weight to recent prices, so when they're below SMAs, it often means the latest moves have been especially strong. This is another bullish technical signal for BMNR. All major technical indicators are currently pointing to a bullish trend for BMNR. With every moving average below the current price, the technical setup is strong. This kind of alignment is rare and often precedes further upward movement, provided the overall market environment remains supportive. Traders are likely to see this as a green light for continued buying, at least in the short term. Volume-weighted average price, or VWAP, is another important indicator. For BMNR, the VWAP is at 49.9722, which is below the current price of 55.09. This means that, on average, traders have paid less than the current price, which is a bullish sign. When the price is above VWAP, it often signals that buyers are willing to pay a premium, reinforcing the positive momentum. If we apply linear regression analysis to BMNR's recent price data, we'd likely see a positive slope, especially when focusing on the period after the early July spike. While the R-squared value might not be very high due to the stock's volatility, the overall trend direction would still be upward. This statistical approach helps confirm what we're seeing in the moving averages and technical indicators. Given the current upward trend and the strong technical indicators, it's reasonable to predict that BMNR's opening price on the next trading day will be close to or slightly above the previous close of 55.09. While nothing is guaranteed in the stock market, the technical setup suggests that buyers remain in control, at least for now. Keep an eye on pre-market activity for early clues. Support levels are crucial for traders looking to manage risk. For BMNR, the nearest support is around $50, a level where the stock has found buyers in recent sessions. If the price dips to this area, it's likely to attract renewed interest from those looking to buy the dip. This support zone acts as a safety net, at least in the short term. On the flip side, resistance levels can cap upward movement. BMNR's nearest resistance is at 55.29, which was the recent high on September 12th. With the current price just below this level, there may be some selling pressure if the stock tries to move higher. Breaking through this resistance could open the door to further gains, but failure to do so might trigger a pullback. The average true range, or ATR, is a popular measure of volatility. While we don't have the exact ATR 14 value for BMNR, the recent price swings suggest that the intraday range could be significant. High ATR values typically mean bigger price moves, which can present both opportunities and risks for traders. Always consider volatility when planning your trades. Let's consider the bullish scenario. If BMNR can break through the resistance at 55.29, it could trigger a new wave of buying and push the stock to even higher levels. This would confirm the current upward trend and potentially attract more momentum traders. However, as always, it's important to watch for confirmation before jumping in. On the other hand, if BMNR fails to break through resistance, we could see a pullback toward the support level around $50. This bearish scenario would suggest that sellers are regaining control, at least temporarily. For those holding long positions, it's important to have a plan in place in case the stock reverses course. There's also the possibility that BMNR enters a period of consolidation, trading sideways between 50 and 55.29. In this scenario, neither buyers nor sellers have a clear advantage, and the stock may move within this range until a new catalyst emerges. Sideways markets can be frustrating, but they often set the stage for the next big move. Given BMNR's history of extreme volatility, investors should approach this stock with caution. While the technical indicators are currently bullish, the potential for sharp price swings remains high. It's important to use proper risk management strategies and avoid overexposing your portfolio to a single volatile stock. Recap: BMNR has shown extreme volatility, but is currently in an upward trend. The stock has stabilized after its massive July spike and is now trading in a more defined range. Technical indicators are bullish, but resistance at 55.29 remains a key hurdle. Investors should be prepared for significant price swings and keep an eye on both support and resistance levels. BMNR's story is a reminder of how quickly things can change in the stock market. While the current outlook is positive, it's essential to stay alert and adapt to new information as it comes in. Whether you're trading BMNR or just watching from the sidelines, understanding the technical landscape can help you make more informed decisions. Thanks for joining us for this BMNR stock analysis. If you found this video helpful, be sure to like, subscribe, and share your thoughts in the comments below. Stay tuned for more updates and in-depth market analysis. Until next time, happy trading and invest wisely.